In today's video, I'm going to be discussing Wednesday and Social Security, as well as the first look at your benefit raise. I have all the details for you here in the video. Let's get into it and discuss what's going on. First off, thank you so much for liking and sharing this video with those buttons down below. I really appreciate it. Also, do you know someone that receives benefits from Social Security that may benefit from this information? If so, will you please make sure to share this video with them? Again, with the share button down below. Thank you. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for being here, and let's get into it and talk about it. All right, so Wednesday, in just a couple days from now, we're going to be getting the all-important puzzle piece number 1 of 3 that we need to determine how much your benefit raise is going to be in just a few months from now. Now, remember, leading up to all these other data points that we received so far this year, those were just practice. Those were just leading up to this very important one. This is the first official one that we're actually going to be gathering, and we're going to be getting it right away on Wednesday morning, 8:30 a.m. East Coast time is when that number will be released, and this will be official announcement number 1 that we need to take into consideration. Now, I want to emphasize really quickly, this is not the official announcement for the raise of your benefit, but rather this is the economic data point that we'll need to use to calculate how much the raise to your monthly benefit is going to be based on this economic data point. What is the economic data point? It is the CPI, otherwise known as Consumer Price Index, or more specifically, the one that is encompassed within the CPI, which is the CPIW, Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, otherwise known as the inflation report. Remember, they use the inflation data from July, August, and September, and here we are in mid-August as of right now, right? But this is the inflation data for the month of July. It's always released in the middle of the following month for the previous month, and this is July's inflation data. So the first of the 3 data points that we need to determine your COLA raise for the following year in 2025, right? So again, this is not the official announcement for the COLA, but rather this is the official announcement for the first of 3 economic data points called the CPIW that we need in order to calculate how much the COLA is going to be, right? Remember, about a month ago when we got the last data point that came out, we saw that, according to the report anyway, that inflation actually cooled a little bit on the headline, but rather when we dug into the report, we could clearly see that things like food, shelter, healthcare, utilities, right, energy prices, things like that were still rising yet again, right? You heard me talk about that about a month ago in a separate video, as I always like to dig into these inflation reports and break them all down for you so you can clearly see what's actually going on. And I'll do the exact same thing with this one when we get it on Wednesday, okay? So don't worry, I will certainly bring that to your attention. But the main point of this one is that when we get these inflation data points, we can get a better picture as far as where the COLA may be landing. As of about a month ago, we were looking at a projection of about 2.7%, which is honestly nothing. It's not that much. However, the interesting thing about this is that the long-running average over long periods of time, like many years, decades, if we look back over the COLA, how much has it been? Yeah, you're right. Right between that 2.6 and 2.8% is the long-running average of the COLA. So kind of interesting. 2.7, smack dab right in the middle, right? I mean, just like, really, I mean, I don't know. It seems a little fishy to me, right? But anyway, we'll have to see what happens here. And it's all depending on what happened with inflation in the month of July. Now, couple of things I want to point out just really fast here. Generally in the summer, not always, but generally in the summer, inflation runs a little bit hotter. Reason being is people are out doing stuff, going on road trips, having barbecues, getting together with friends and family. Kids are out of school. They're out doing stuff, spending money, right? Families are out going on vacation. My point is, people are spending more money. What drives inflation? The spending of money. That's what drives inflation, right? Also, we had the 4th of July, right? So the 4th of July, again, I know that's, well over a month ago now, but my point is that it was a main gathering time, right? A lot of people were getting together, all kinds of different things. What did we do? A lot of us probably spent a little money, maybe on some, expensive meats to grill or some drinks or whatever. I'm just simply saying we spent money in some way, shape, or form above and beyond probably what most people otherwise would have spent if there was not a holiday. Get my point there, right? People went on road trips, some vacations, stuff like that. Again, driving, spending a little bit more, and that's what drives inflation. So generally in the summer, inflation is a little bit higher, not a ton, but we'll have to see what happens here. And all this information will be out, and we'll see it. And again, that'll be right away on Wednesday morning. So Of course, I will dig through the report as soon as we get that, and I'll break it all down for you to let you know what's actually going on with inflation as we dig into the report and see that I would guess this much. Food, yet again, I would guess is still very strong, probably still going up quite a bit. I would also guess that rents and shelter is still very strong as well. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? That as well. Energy prices. I would anticipate that energy prices are still strong, and energy prices have gone up yet again. But we'll have to see what happens. And again, I'll break it all down for you, and then we'll give you the best estimates at that time as well, as far as where the COLA is going to be landing. I don't know. It's one of these situations where we're like, we want a high COLA. But at the end of the day, the only way that we get to a high COLA is also with high inflation. So, I mean, take your pick, right? What do we really want here? Do we want a high COLA that's probably going to be eaten away by the Medicare Part B premium and the reductions to SNAP benefits for those that you receive that? Or do we just want low inflation and say, we're good, we'll forego a COLA raise, or we'll take a much smaller COLA raise, we're fine, just less inflation would be better right now, right? It's kind of like one of these things, pick your poison, right? Which one do you want, right? It's literally what it comes down to. But anyway, so I hope this helps you. Again, I'll continue to keep you posted on this as well as everything else that's going on. But remember, this is not the official announcement of the COLA. So if you see anybody out there saying, this is the COLA and this is what it's going to be. No, nobody knows what it's going to be yet. That's a couple months out until we get the official announcement on that. But this is going to be the data point we need, one of three, to determine what that's actually going to turn out to be. Does that kind of make sense, right? So, by the way, when I get those numbers, I'll run the latest forecasts. I'll let you know what I'm looking at. And, yeah, we'll see where we're at. So in a couple of days from now, we'll have a new updated number. You know, we're sitting at 2.7 now. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a little higher, maybe a little bit lower. I don't know. But we'll know in a couple of days here. Anyway, hope this helps you. Again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends on my social media. Check out the other videos here on the channel, the thousands in the video library, the ones I've hand-selected for you down below in the description or the top of the comment section. And right now, pop on your screen as well. You'll see some videos there. Thank you. Really appreciate your support. Have a good day. Take care. And I'll catch you again later in the next video. And stay tuned. There's a lot of things going on right now between now and the end of the year. It's a busy, busy, busy time. And I'll be here for every single day.